If you're fascinated by innovation and state-of-the-art technology, find out how Eclipse Aviation is using innovations forged in the technology industry to drive down cost and increase performance. Visit Eclipse Aviation's exhibit and static display this week at NBAA.
Kim, one of the technologies that we were briefed on prior to Oshkosh is one of those, well, see and be seen kind of technologies, or seeing is believing, as the case may be. Talk to us about Iris.
Thank you, Jim. We've introduced a new, small, lightweight infrared system for general aviation aircraft, Iris. It's unique in the infrared market in that we have a much lower price point than what the market had seen. We have some patented technology, BST technology, that gives us solar immunity. So we can use this camera flying into the direct sunlight. You still get a great image on the display. If you're landing or arriving into a rising or setting sun, you may not pick up the runway until you're a mile and a half out. The Iris will see it much sooner, and no concerns about damaging the camera looking into the bright sunlight. Looking at long-wave IR, great situational awareness at night, coming into an airport, seeing the whole airport environment and any terrain or trees surrounding it, deer, any wildlife that may be on the runway. And it's also a great tool for departure and arrival. It's an additional reference to the horizon, and great tool on the ground to help prevent runway incursions as well.
A big topic these days.
Yeah. I think it'll be a great tool of interest to the FAA as well.
What kind of an installation does this pose to a person's airframe?
That's a good question. We're mounting this in various places, basically looking at a number of aircraft and picking the spot that fits best on individual airplanes. We have an STC and a King Air C90. We're working on an extension to include all models of King Airs, an amendment to that STC. And we have 7 or 8 other STCs in process right now on some helicopters, Bell helicopters, Caravan, TBM, PC-12, a number of STCs underway, and looking to expand that as we go into next year.
What kind of equipment is actually installed on the aircraft? What does that look like? Where would it go? What kind of weight penalty is somebody going to pay for all this technology?
Ours is a one-piece system. We do one piece. It's a 1.7 pound sensor. We mount it somewhere on the outside of the aircraft and tie to some type of existing display or portable display in the airplane. Primarily a solid state unit with one moving part, so we're seeing very high, reliable operation times. It's the same technology that L-3 has employed in armored vehicles and even Coast Guard boats overseas. So.
What's a pilot going to need to know to use it? I mean, big fat manual, yo thick, or hopefully something a bit simpler?
Thin and small manual, fortunately.
Now we're talking.
The pilot can do 2 things. They can turn the camera on and off, and they can turn the heat to the lens on and off.
Okay.
And otherwise, it's a standard NTSC video stream coming in. And the beauty of the display is what we hear a lot from people who fly it is no interpretation required. We're using a grayscale, and white is hot, darker is cold, and it's video that we're accustomed to looking at all the time, every day, so we don't have to interpret what different colors mean. It's very intuitive.
I got to ask the question, how much?
$15,000 for the camera.
Okay, I obviously hadn't read through the press material enough. That's awfully low.
Yep, we had a great opportunity here to work with some technology that L-3 has developed and sold into other markets. This sensor pack, like I said, is being used in some rugged applications in Iraq. Other versions of the technology are sold to firefighters for their applications, industry, other industries like automotive industries for heavy machinery, preventive maintenance needs, and even security cameras on some of the rail lines. So it gave us the opportunity to work with a technology that the R&D was spread over many different markets as opposed to just the aviation market. So.
Well, you've got my curiosity. I've got to fly this thing, so we're obviously going to have to schedule a visit out to see you and see what can be seen.
We'd love to fly with you. Come on out.
Same here, and we thank you much for your time.
Thank you.
You know you want one. The question is, which one? The latest models from Cirrus will be on display at NBAA 2007 in Atlanta. Stop at booth number 5001 to catch the excitement. Cirrus, business class starts here.